Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Toyota is accused of hiding rollover data. We discover the secret of Porsche's hybrid system. And then we take you for a test drive of the Hyundai Equus. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Tuesday, the 1st of September for 2009. And now, the news. More trouble for Toyota. The Detroit News reports that a former company lawyer is accusing the company of hiding records from plaintiffs. Last month, Demetrios Biller sued Toyota, claiming its U.S. operations destroyed engineering and testing data that was relevant in more than 300 SUV rollover accidents. The suit could reopen every case the company has resolved in the last 10 years. Looks like Dearborn's got another hit on its hands. Ford's new compact delivery van, the Transit Connect, is off to a strong start in the U.S. market. The company sold more than 2,000 copies of the compact vanlet in its first full month on the market. Transit Connects are spending less than 10 days on dealer lots. Typically, new vehicles sit on a lot for at least 30 days. Funny though, we haven't seen any out on the road. Makes me wonder where they're selling them all. Porsche is holding a press conference in Detroit today to unveil details of its hybrid system for the Cayenne. But we had Dr. Michael Leiters, the project manager for the Cayenne, in our studio yesterday. So you get the scoop ahead of the media, because Porsche's hybrid system, which was developed with Audi, has a feature unlike any other hybrid system.
If we drive on a motorway with, let me say, 80 miles per hour, and you lift up the foot from the throttle, the engine is turned off, and you are only, we call it sailing in Germany, but I think it's
coasting.
Coasting or freewheeling.
Freewheeling, right.
Without any drag forces from the engine, you are going ahead without any emissions, and it's a nice feeling. It's a new driving experience.
Dr. Leiters says the Cayenne Hybrid will deliver 27 miles per gallon combined with performance that matches the V8 engine. You know, the last car I'm aware of that had freewheeling was the Saab Sonnet, a two-seat sports car that Saab made in the mid-60s to the mid-70s. Maybe freewheeling's going to become the next fuel economy craze for car companies. Fiat is going to officially unveil the Punto Evo at the Frankfurt Auto Show. It's an evolution of the Punto Grande that will offer a choice of 5 different engines, starting with either a 1.3-liter diesel or 1.4-liter gas engine. All the gas engines feature Fiat's multi-air technology. You know, our American viewers may want to squint and try to imagine what a badge from Dodge might look like on this car, since it's likely a version of the car will end up in the U.S. market as a Dodge. Giant supplier company Continental says it's going to close its Huntsville, Alabama plant because UAW workers there will not provide concessions to cut costs. There is a lot of history to that plant. Huntsville is the home of NASA's Marshall Space Center. And in the 1950s and 60s, Chrysler was heavily involved in making rockets and missiles. So it built an electronics factory in Huntsville, which made all kinds of electronic components for Chrysler up until 2004, when it sold the operations to Siemens VDO, which was then acquired by Continental, which now wants to close the plant down, and let's just hope this is a bargaining ploy and the union comes to its senses. Hey, how can you tell if you've got too much time on your hands? Well, this is a good way. According to Autoblog, some guy built a moving, dual overhead cam, 32-valve V8 engine entirely out of Legos. The masterpiece features rotating camshafts, opening valves, sliding pistons, and even tubular exhaust headers. It's really cool, but I wonder where the guy came up with the idea to build this thing. Legos are not an immediately obvious choice for making an engine. Coming up next, we're going to take a close-up look at Hyundai's flagship, the Equus. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Hyundai is aggressively trying to move its brand upscale, and next year it will be bringing the Equus to the American market. We just got a chance to take one for a test drive. Let's go to that package right now. The first thing that you notice when you start driving the Hyundai Equus is this car has a feeling of heft to it. It feels as if it was carved out of a solid billet, not just a bunch of pieces put together. The other thing that you notice is it's a very beautifully turned out car. Lots of cut and sewn fine leather pieces throughout the interior, good use of materials as well. But the real test in any car, of course, is when you punch it. This thing moves out pretty nicely. Even though it's a heavy car, it doesn't move like a slowpoke. Like any good luxury car, the Equus has plenty of power and performance, but it also delivers a wide array of electronic gadgets, like lane departure warning. This feature is nothing new. Many cars offer it today, but the way Hyundai implemented it is unique. It warns the driver that he's crossing a line on the road by flashing a graphic on the instrument cluster and by tugging at the seatbelt. To our knowledge, no one else in the industry tugs at the belt this way. The Equus is also sold as the Hyundai Centennial in other markets around the world. And if you want to see the rest of my test drive of the Hyundai Equus, swing over to the John's Journal page on our website, AutolineDaily.com. There you can watch the extended director's cut. Anyway, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.